like some other people, but I figured we just have an open chat, unmodded as always, just to kind of digest what a crazy couple of days it has been, what's going to happen in the future, what I'll be covering in the future. I think we'll probably do a live in 2 parts. We're kind of walking around this pretty area with the dog, and then I'll probably get some lunch, and then we could do a little road trip, a little Olgies road trip. So, thank you, Jay Chucky. He says, great job yesterday. That's very kind. Thank you. I'm always not super confident about myself. I do wonder if I was a little too choppy with reading of the scripts of the, of the shorthand transcripts. But I'd like to think at least the opener before I read into that wasn't that choppy. So perhaps that was helpful. Hey, Johnny Bravo. Famous. You're becoming famous with all this stuff. Honor and a privilege to have you in the chat. Can you cover Valerie's Church of Scientology case too? Absolutely. I wanted to. They're going on at the same time. They kicked that back in arbitration. So there's no news for a subsequent 4 months, unfortunately. And that's pretty much all the news there is. Once it happens in 4 months, once they have another hearing in 4 months, they'll certainly go. Hopefully it won't be the same exact time as the ZDT situation. Because ZDT's going to have a lot of court cases himself. But I definitely want to cover. I mean, that's what really matters in a lot of ways, right? What the hell is this whole situation of ZD? Well, what's the significance of it? So that's an important case to cover. Although, it appears after talking with some people that, especially I saw 5 officers, but Streets remarked there were probably ultimately 7 because I only glanced. I could see them kind of gathering and asking, saying, hey, Mr. D'Amato, it's entirely possible there were 2 other officers that were only half a second behind or something, because I immediately, the bailiff told me to come in. And, again, you don't want to piss off the bailiff, you don't want to piss off the judge. But probably was 7. But the reason that there are so many, apparently, is it looks like, as Streets is talking about, as some other people have mentioned to me, that there's a much deeper investigation. This is kind of the tip of the iceberg. Because this seems excessive, doesn't it? It would seem, in a lot of ways, it would seem excessive, because, Tony wasn't resisting arrest or anything. It would seem excessive to have 7 people show up when probably 1 or 2, probably even only 1 would get the job done. And remember, when we're looking at these initial charges, there's no sexual abuse, there's no violence, there's nothing like that. So it's not like this guy's considered super dangerous, but I think, from the word that I've gotten there's a lot of wariness towards the Hollywood PD division. But the other divisions, one in Wilshire Boulevard, for example, that's outside of Hollywood, have essentially told a lot of people with Scientology issues to bypass the Hollywood PD and go to them instead. They feel like they've apparently have indicated that Hollywood PD is in Scientology's pocket in a lot of ways, but the other PDs aren't. So, that's the good news. Mod Dodge, do I need to block trolls individually? Well, I'll look at what they say, right? So first we'll look at what they say. But I don't, me, I don't really, you might have to self-block. Jay Chucky, thank you. You're extremely valuable. Imagine if you weren't there yesterday. What would we have done? Well, thank you. Well, Streets was, no, I was only one to really give a full rundown of the court. Streets is very on the ball about information, though, so he is a good source as well. All ZDG trolls will be here soon. I'm sure they will. They have nowhere else. Hey, you got a home with me? I'll accept you. I'll forgive you. I'll cradle you into my teat. It's okay, Dash and Grandma. You can suckle from my teat. I'll allow it. You don't even like ZDT, so why do you allow his nasty trolls here? Because of open forums. Because this is how you objectively really understand the sentiment. That Oliver Wendell Holmes was a Supreme Court justice many decades ago, centuries ago, and he said, America, true democracy is an open forum. Let them all speak just to show how stupid they sound, right? Let them all speak. Let us hear it from the horse's mouth. And then the other fun thing is, once I read the chat, I could counter their argument and disprove most of everything that they have to say. And then, of course, they inevitably have no response. So I think the best way to do it is to let everybody say their piece. That's just my sentiment. A lot of people don't like it, though. But I'm pretty libertarian about that. I'm pretty libertarian in a lot of ways, but I'm radically anti-censorship, and that's why I was into journalism, because the whole point of journalism is always fighting back. The whole point of journalism is never even giving your point of view, which I've done. So I'm not saying like I'm Mr. Professional Journalist over here, but the whole point of journalism is to get a feel for things, portray the reality, gather information. And then also the harder part is collecting opinions and figuring out what's the percentage of people who feel this way, what's the percentage of people who feel that way. Is there popular support for whatever X, Y, and Z, or is there not? Johnny Bravo, are you going to ZDT's arraignment on Monday? I think so. I mean, Streets has it covered too. I woke up, and I appreciate the Hero Not Zero Reddit kind of keeping me updated. It's nice to go back to bed. I'm en route to San Diego today, so I think for the dog, you get a little bit of cooler weather and get some time by the beach just to hang out. But yes, I think I'll probably drive early in the morning on Monday. I wonder with an arraignment if you have to go exactly at 8:30 or if you can show up at 9:30 and you won't miss it. I don't know. I'll try to find that information. But if not, I'll wake up at the ass crack of dawn for you guys. Because ultimately it worked for you guys. Is what you guys what you guys think is worth covering is what I will cover. Hey Maxine, hello. It's very unusual that a detective's there for an arrest. So they think there's a direct Scientology connection. Aaron's talked about that extensively, pretty effectively. And they don't know what's on his computer. There might be some really illegal shit, So as somebody to give them the benefit of the doubt, I said, ZDT didn't have anything bad on downloading anything bad. He might have, and they might have very well zapped all that information out. And Jeffrey Augustine has an interesting video about how they do that, how the police do that, if you want to learn about that. They are in the cult's pocket, yes. Ain't that the truth? Can't believe they finally got them. That's a good point, Maxine. I mean, I can't believe the stupidity. That's another reason why I want to go live. Is how fucking stupid can you, think about this? You think most people would, kind of lay low to not be in jail. Especially the crimes, he's made very little. I mean, I guess he's raised legal funds, of which he showed me his Venmo, and it was a total of at least $6,000 going to Tamer. I was like, Jesus, man. I'd pay $6,000 to have him I'd pay him $6,000 to go away. $6,000, I mean, it was weird. He just showed me the Venmo when I saw him later on, because we were talking in the court as well. And we had probably a 5 or 6 minute conversation, which is interesting. But yeah, $6,000. But it's how idiotic can you be? You literally got arrested because you wanted to go out of your way to get a restraining order against somebody who successfully got a restraining order against you. Nobody else in that quorum was like, you know what? I think I'm going to put myself at a location where I could easily get arrested and create a court hearing out of thin air for my own ego. And somehow I'm going to walk in this courtroom and walk free while I have open fucking warrants. If I had an open warrant, I'd be laying the fuck low. That's what this is, I mean, in some sense, respect to ZDT, I'm not saying respect him, not at all. I'm saying in this moment, like I said last time, in that specific moment, respect for him to actually pay the money. He's paying the money, but God, if I were him, I would have absconded with the legal fees, paid Tamer half, gone down to Mexico, not create any felonies. And there would have been a felony created anyway. But I would have walked down to Mexico. It would have been harder to open up his record, or he could have bribed police if the charge was low enough. And he would have gotten $4,000, something like that, from all his supporters. And he could have lived somewhat comfortably for a moment, maybe eventually get a job or do something. But it would have been that easy. He literally should have walked to Tijuana, and that was it. Quietly walk, leave your car, walk to Tijuana, take cabs, rent hotels, pay with cash. I didn't want to say all this because I don't want him to get any ideas, but it was that easy. And he could have lived like that for 30 years. But he wants to create that. He's so arrogant. He wants to create something out of thin fucking air to get a restraining order against some kid who hasn't talked about him for 4 months. I mean, it's not like this is a constant thing. It was everybody else's actions he was trying to use against him. You know? Johnny Bravo says Dodge T-Gum said Dodge needs to be arrested for crimes against fashion in ZDT's chat. That might be accurate. People have different opinions. You have some really nice suits. Thank you. I appreciate that. ZDT suits look like they're about to pop. Yeah, his suit didn't fit him very well. And for the record, he was probably 5'6" would be my guess. He was decently shorter than me. I'm not tall, as Street said. I'm not short, though. Well, Street said I wasn't short. Yeah, I'm like 5'10". And he was significantly, he must have been 5'6", 5'5" even. Very generous with the height. But here's a fun thing about, so as somebody who's been arrested for misdemeanors and stuff, nothing serious. But here's the fun thing about the height thing, is they ask you for your height. So you could give them within reason, you could give them a height that you like. So I could have said to the police, I'm 5'11", give myself an extra inch or 2 inches, I'm 6 feet. I just said my height, which is 5'10", but it was funny. ZDT told the police, he's like, yeah, 5'8". He was heightening, yeah. I know, 5'8", no way, no fucking way was he 5, not close. ZDT was wearing lifts to make himself taller. Well, then he's really quite small. You should go to Del Mar near the racetrack at the dog beach. I think we'll do that. That's good. We're staying in, oh, Jesus, how dirty did he get, man? We're staying in Pacific Beach. So, I think that's pretty close. He was only arrested based on Yolana's false claims, says Jazzy. No false claims, we'll get into detail about that. He wanted to advocate. Maybe there was some footage of Yolana saying that she paid for the flyers or whatever, or endorsed the flyers, but ultimately that was kind of irrelevant. And ultimately the point is moot, because he started all this shit. He was not only arrested, but he was arrested because of Henry, guys. Like, if you want to thank somebody for the arrest, it's Streets and it's Henry. Henry creating those felony charges created a much bigger urgency. I don't know if the cops would have responded if he simply had violated the RO and had misdemeanor warrants. But all of a sudden, you don't turn in your gun, you're looking at a felony because of Henry, and following up with that and bringing him to court and getting the RO where he had to do that, that's what got him, So it wasn't his mom. That's just, and that's why I allow you guys, that's why I'm happy to have you guys in the chat, because of how fucking stupid you sound. So it's easy to disprove everything you say. So give any other additional insult about any other streamers, and I'll just own you in 10 seconds. Nice try. Lunch Lady won because of the corrupt judge. The judge was initially, again, easy to disprove. The judge was initially slated to rule in favor of ZDT. So, inaccurate. CC says, I'm happy for Solomon, as am I. Jazzy, pay his bail. Yeah, pay his bail, Jazzy. Put your money where your mouth is. Shit. Easy peasy. Did you see his shoes? Thick as fuck. I missed the shoe. I didn't take a look at it. I heard ZDT was taller than Dodge. Okay. You heard wrong. Nice try. Great. That's Jazzy talking. Bunny 5'9" says he's going to try to sit in medical the whole. That was dumb too. If the docket was that, if the docket on who was being seen in criminal court was that light, then he would have been out by maybe 10 p.m., 8 p.m. Instead, he fakes his medical thing and prolongs it far into the weekend. Dodge, you weren't at Lunch Lady's trial. How would you know? Because I know a lot of this information. How would you know? Because this is what you heard from ZDT? Explain that logic to me, Jazzy. Dodge, be careful. Somebody is accusing you of letting trolls in your channel. Well, they accuse me the fuck away. Oh, Dodge, be careful. Somebody's accusing you of an open forum, of a democratic YouTube. Oh, no, somebody is accusing you of not censoring. Yeah, I'm going to continue to not censor. I'm sorry, but point taken. Somebody. You remind me of, God, I hate this somebody shit. It reminds me of my awful days in news. My boss is saying, I've been getting reports that you've been going outside and smoking too many cigarettes. I've been getting fucking reports. Just say, who is the snitch who reported me? That's it. Be careful. I'm going to. I invited. I haven't been touched since the Great War. Thank you, retarded podcast. I should say that word. That's not nice. But yeah, touch away. Open to men and women. You did great, Dodge. Oh, thank you, Shannon Lee. I appreciate it. I don't like streets calling ZDT a pedo over and over, says Eddie Congress. See, this is more of a fair comment. This is why, again, guys, I'm not going to reflexively be on one. I mean, I'm, 95% against ZDT, but I'm going to allow an open forum when somebody has interesting points. They have interesting points. So Eddie says, I don't like streets calling ZDT a pedo over and over. It might hurt the case. Right. Well, it's okay. He's not even a ZDT fan. Right. He's a troll and obviously Scientology plants. Right. In my humble opinion, ZDT does a bad performance like Team Anti-Kaufman. Yeah, the argument is how damaging is that performance, right? And that's all I'm saying. In a court of law, everybody will look at everything. Now, ultimately, Streets putting up the flyers were not damaging. People calling him a pedo were not damaging once everything is fully explained. But it would have been easier without that having been said in the first place. So all I'm saying is they have to objectively look at stuff. No, she always times me out for no reason. Child predator. Yeah, you can call him a predator. Easy peasy. Call it a predator, call that away. And again, the judge gave the definition of pedophilia of somebody with great interest, to be fair. So the judge did endorse that. Okay, gotta go check Scott Streets this morning. Cool. Still sassy 60. Actually, Streets has been saying child predator. That is true. He never directly said a pedophile. That's a good point, too. What did they actually say? Was it one person? What was evidence used in court? It was one person saying something one time, calling it pedophile. That was it. ZDT for prison. He's already there. Tard Podcast is going to touch you. I hope he does. Freedom for ZDT. He's got his fans. Are you going to give the money, dude? Salty Rider? You can give the money. Jesus Christ is the King and Lord of Lords. Better than L. Ron Hubbard. Agree with you on that. Lily says no. He was arrested for 26 charges, abusing and stalking a child. Word. Haggis Basher. Haggis. You don't like haggis? Sorry to hear that. Racist. That is an incredible amount of bail, says Haggis Basher. I am happy for Audit LA and all the other folks who got attacked for doing hard work. Yeah, Lord knows a lot of them did. M says, this is what happens when you simp for a child trafficking cult. Linda, so he's been arrested for not turning guns in. Well, no, that's the irony. He's facing a charge on that. But that hasn't been formally processed. But I think the urgency of the DA putting that on the table, it's probably going to be sped up and compounded, and he'll probably look at the gun charges as he's looking at the other charges. That would be my assumption. But no, he got arrested for violating his RO. Whoever puts up 10% for ZDT's bail will be responsible for him. Yep. Who wants to have that responsibility? Dodge, you get my number I sent you and can't connect with me to your email, please, about my case. I would like for you to hear. I don't know if I did get your email. Can you send me another email? Hopefully you have it. Dodge.landis@gmail.com. I don't know. ZDT is a pongwad. It helps Salty Rider. Well, broken clock is right twice a day. Amen. Conditions of the bail should be no more. I bet that it will be. That's my, yeah. I assume it will be no more social media. I hope it's not, because then he can, then he can violate the RO again. It wouldn't go against the First Amendment, Jazzy. Not if you're, it's like, listen, like if you're a promoter of illegal guns and you have an Instagram that promotes illegal guns, they're going to tell you to shut down your Instagram as a condition of the bail. If your words are violating legally a restraining order, then it's more than free speech. So a social media ban would be very prudent, I think, and pretty typical, in my opinion. Conditions of bail should be no bail. Well, you could keep dreaming. Keep dreaming. I can dream, can't I? Did anyone find out if Solomon graduated? I think he did. I don't know. Whoever, I'm trying to look at some of the other chats. I watch her sometimes. I don't always get the chat because I don't want DOA to get mad at her for it. But her Vaughn stuff is funny. Does DOA get mad at somebody again? Okay. Missed that whole Missed that whole part of everything. Where's my dog? Hey! Oh, there you are. Cool. Oh, thank you very much, CC. That's very kind. Does he want to do an interview with him? Ask him to put visitors lists. No, I don't think it's worth the effort. Maybe. I don't know. I'd be shocked. I guess I could. Is there that much we need to hear from him? Quite frankly, you already know what he's going to say. So, I don't think so. I mean, put a 1 if you think I should try to interview him. There's some popular support. I suppose I could try. Weber said he'd be interviewed too if there's an interest in that. Weber's the attorney for Solomon. He said he'd be down to be interviewed. So that's cool. He's a cool guy. Menendez brothers. I'd love to interview them. I doubt I could get access. 0. Okay, no. Jazzy says 1. All right. I mean, I could sure shit try. I don't think anybody's got to worry about those Menendez brothers. They will not be getting out of prison. I think they might be. That would be a fun hearing to cover. Broaden my audience a little bit. ZDT, Dodge Landsman, let's read my name. Johnny Bravo says ZDT has corporal injury charges, domestic violence charges, and his baby mama daughter have an RO against him. He has a history. Yeah, he has a history of previous restraining orders. Can you give me a quick link to click on so I can go to your email, please, Dodge? I don't... A link? I can't put links on here. My email is just my name, dodge.landisman@gmail.com. Hopefully that works. If not, message me on Instagram. It's Dodge Landisman. Just my name. You missed it. Shit, you missed it. When was that? Missed the LA DA press from the Menendez brothers. Oh, when? Well, like a few months ago, or is there something today, Amy? I didn't know that. Dog and company must be fit as fuck so much. DG and company must be fit as fuck so much mental gymnastics. Like, seriously, make it make sense. I think. Sent you an email. Yeah, I'll respond to you. So, I'm on for tomorrow. Sorry, I meant to respond to you, but I was going to say, I guess I'll have it interview with Style Audit First Amendment if you guys want to check it out. That'll be tomorrow. And I meant to get back to you, but I was going to say tomorrow early afternoon at about 3 p.m. Pacific time would be nice. CDT doesn't have money to pay bail, says Eddie. He's estranged from his family. This is true. So they're not saving him. But can't Scientology? He's in jail, so he can't beg Chat to donate $13,000. I'll have to hope Scientology doesn't ditch their patsy. Right, exactly. So he's the last hope. But I'd be so mad if I were Scientology. Like, how is getting an RO against Solomon helpful? How is any of this actually that helpful for them? I suppose, you know, it distracts from you directly attacking Scientology. And if you Google streamers and there's negative stuff about them from ZDT, I suppose that could hurt. But Lord knows you don't think they would, you don't think they'd want him to get ransom restraining orders that lands him back in jail. That doesn't make much sense. Dodge, I am a Treston baby. They killed my parents when I was a child, kidnapped and changed my name, and take my hair and to contact the police. Okay, I'll try to help with that. Good to know. Treston, I don't know Treston, but well, I'll look out for things for sure. Wow. Press conference today. Dodge is on Menendez. Whoops, shit. I did miss that. Fuck. Sleeping. It's pretty tired. After driving 6 hours and then waking up both times. It was today, yeah. Some swatter just got 4 years in jail. Yeah. Well, who knows if he's connected to the swatting. But he may very well be. I wouldn't put it past... What are you chewing on? Oh, it's tape. Okay. You can chew on that, I guess. Are you hiking? Kind of. We're walking around a little reservoir area. We'll go probably for a longer hike when it's a little cooler if we're able to drive closer to the coast. We'll probably stop at Dana Point and then go down to San Diego. Yeah, Jess, how much are you going to donate? Johnny Bravo, there's many more, huh? Whatever. Be interesting if the swatting stops now. We'll see. I mean, people aren't out there as much either, so hard to say. Sounds like Scotty is looking at huge sentences, Jazzy. I mean, I think that's been kind of disproven, to be quite frank. If he were to be charged with swatting, Scientology would be ecstatic to do so. Yet he was charged with rambunctiousness. Like rambunctiousness? Get out of here. I mean, I think case resolved in that situation because it's been months now. It's been months since his stuff was seized. Guaranteed if there's anything on there, it would have been slapped to something. End of story. Swat himself to play for his meal in Tucson. I don't think that's the case at all, but nice sentiments. Jazz, you're probably right. Forgot one of his supporters can just post bail without having it phrase online. Yeah, but I'd imagine, I wonder if does ivermectin, stupid name, does he take over the channel or something? Or I wonder if anybody has access, how that works. And do you make a GoFundMe push or something? Because it looks like he's raised, some money in some situation, but not too much. Stop in Del Mar off the, okay, yeah, Del Mar, cool. Note to self, thank you, off the 101. That's where we're going. We're south of Arcadia, we're staying in Arcadia. All right. Ivor's name is Richard, okay. Well, don't talk to anybody, but duly noted. DT would be in solitary for charges full of fear. He may very well be. Rumble has an active chat going on now. Wow, what are they talking about? That's interesting. I thought ZDT had million. He was saying that. Didn't he win like nominated for an Emmy? He said, or some crazy shit. So he must have been getting good money for. He must be getting paid by something. Just like that. Why else do this crazy shit? Some people are just fucking insane, I guess, right? I mean, if I were him, I'd just say I'm too. I'm not mentally fit to stand trial, right? Try to go to some sort of mental care facility. That's what I would do if I were him. And he had to swallow his pride in that regard, but it's better than nothing. CT is going to have to postpone his $30,000 stem cell treatments now, right? Ain't that the truth? CDT has 0 Emmys or any awards. I assume so, but I believe he said he was nominated or something, which I don't believe either. Hope you're in LA to cover when the FBI goes. Yeah, I'll be stationed here for a while, and I'll be relatively close. I think I'll want it for the dog. I think I'll want to go north if I can for a moment or two. Maybe do Oregon or San Francisco, or do Utah, Idaho. Maybe even try to make it up to Montana if there's enough time. But I'd stay stationed, and usually they'll give you at least 24 hours notice or something for the next court date, so I'll keep my eye to the ground. And my hope is that court case thing gets, scheduled within 2 or 3 week brackets. That would be nice. Thank you for great coverage, Josh. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate you saying that. It's very kind. You're welcome. Glad you enjoyed it. CDT could probably fail a mental competency test. He's got legit screws loose. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I would put. If I were him, that's what I would push for. I'm surprised Karens just flew to bail him out. Well, Aaron's not bailing out ZDT. He's no fan of ZDT. Sorry, it's catching up. The chat's going a mile a minute, which is good. Nice to have you. Only CC gave me a super chat, though. Here's the thing, I might... so ZDT says, one of the reasons I was also trying to be low-key is you have to be a reporter at ZDT. As a reporter with anybody, you get information. And so you respect somebody if they're willing to talk to you. End of story. For that moment, I'm not saying in general, a broken clock is right twice a day. I don't know where it's going with that. Oh well. YW. Oh, the trolls. There's a lot of them. He's fallen from his bike and done his skull. Many cases of loose screws. Many ranty dudes. start that way, full frontal. Yeah, it's like Gary Busey, right? And he reminds you of Gary Busey, but less funny. But they're similar. I'm having a better weekend knowing he's sharing a room with a lot of people. And maybe people he's caused harm to their relatives. Me too. You never know. You never know how much his hatred metastasizes for. Oh, I was talking about the RO. So yeah, sorry guys. So I was saying if ZDT gets, I kind of want him to get an RO, yes, because it would be great to continue in precedence and in discovery reveal a lot of key information and get it in a court of law and win. You never know if you're going to win or not, but the consequence of losing is quite simple. I'm not going to be like CDT and make it and like shit all over myself and make it 1,000 times worse. But in a court of law, everything you say can be analyzed, right? So that will be interesting to see if he follows through with a restraining order. I don't know if he'll get to it. He'll just be in jail the whole time. I don't know logistically. Can you file charges if you're in jail? I don't know how that works. Or can you file ROs if you're in jail? I would surmise not, but I don't know the answer. Bob says he sort of did it to himself. Yeah. What happens if no one bails him? Then he stays there until the judge issues a ruling, right? And then the judge would either, he'd stay there the whole time. He'd stay there, and the judge would ask, how do you want to plea? If he gets a plea deal, he'd stay there. He could stay there for a week until everything is concluded and the judge makes the conclusion. I'd be surprised, but it's possible on Monday the judge could ask him, how do you plead? I think, in some sense, he could delay that. Most people would, but he could just plead guilty then and there, I suppose. In criminal court, you can, right? It's the first time you see the judge is you could make a plea, or you could say, I need a week to decide, we'll do a continuance. But if he needs a continuance and he needs a week to decide, or even a month, then he's in jail. If he doesn't get bail, then he's in jail the whole time. That would be my assumption on the process. He's $13K, so Monty will bail him out. Yeah, it's going to be hard to get that. It won't be the easiest task in the world. Far from it. Unfortunately, ZDT can call out to supporters to continue harassment. Yeah, but they don't have the platform, so they don't have their own YouTube, so it doesn't... I guess they can say things in chats, and in most other chats they get blocked, so what's the point? They can't really be effective anymore. I suppose the only thing they could do is try to take his YouTube and they'll have to put somebody else in, right? If Ivermectin was giving his voice and face and just took over, then that's a different conversation, but I see that good boy is losing weight. That's nice to hear, Hibernate. I appreciate you noticing. I'm hoping he is. I'm really trying. Oh, I lost my cigarette somewhere. Or did I not take it from the car? Shit. Oh, well. Thank you. Glad you think he's losing weight, though. I appreciate that. Dodge EDT can only get RO for 7 months. He won't need one if he gets more jail time. That's true. Well, he might try to get another one against Solomon. Who knows? I don't know. He's going to try to portray himself as this great martyr. I'm sure that's the angle he'll be going for. Dodge Q Gill, Crackhead Kenny, relax. Crackhead Kenny! There you go. Streets is always streaming at people for running with stupidity that pops up in live stream chats, but he didn't do the same thing with Dodge using respect CDT comments out of context. Yeah, I'm all right. But I understood what Streets. I appreciate you saying that, but I understood what Streets is saying too. But yeah, I think, as a journalist, as somebody sort of considers myself a journalist in some ways, who knows? But as somebody striving for that, how about that? I'm striving to be an effective journalist. One of the ways of doing that is being polite and establishing rapport so you could ask some key questions. And again, a broken clock is right twice a day. I can genuinely, for a moment, in respect, and appreciate ZDT granting, very quick. I was going to get into a lot more deeper shit, but of course he just ran away. But I respect him granting the 30 seconds, Dodge, you had your cigarettes 5 minutes ago. Go back and check. Shit. I think they fell out of my pocket. They're probably long gone now. Fuck. Oh, well. Shit, man. Was I smoking them? Yeah, I was smoking them, right? Well, hopefully. Yeah, they totally fell out of my pocket. Oh, well. Definitely handled the interview right. Thank you, Scientology 1A. Teach Crackhead Kenny how to unblock people. For sure. That'll be fun. What's all them holes? Rats or gophers? I think they're gophers because he's very. It doesn't really. It's hot. It's like 80 degrees, so it's not, or maybe 78. So it's usually hot for him, but it's by a little reservoir, so he's taking a lot of dips. And yeah, he keeps seeing these things popping up. So I think they're gophers. He'll spend the whole damn day until the sun goes down if he sees gophers. Prairie dogs or gophers, man. Ugh. You're not gonna be finished anytime soon, are you? He's got so much dirt on his face. You got dirt on your face, you big disgrace. Slandering my name all over the place. He's sleeping. Not really, he's just digging holes. 5'6" white weirdo locked up on kitty harassment charges to Salty. He's not in a good spot. No, he's not. Do you bathe him every day? No, not at all. I guess my theory is he goes into all these bodies of water, so he bathes himself. I've never bathed him. He's looking. He's looking for the tunnels. And maybe they'll finally find them. Maybe they're finally there. That's funny. Adrian, totally different here in England. We don't have bail bond people. We get 2 bail apps usually, then remand until. Interesting. That is different. So cute. Oh, thank you, Lily. Now he hears them. Where are they? Oh, someone died now. If I start sounding like a Chinese man, he gets excited. Oh. He doesn't need a scanner. He's doing it by himself. Are you talking about the dog? I don't know what you guys are talking about. So cute. Oh, thank you, Sinji. I appreciate it. Dog can really, he loves to dig. Dog can really dig. That is the truth. He's a very, yeah, it's weird. He loves that because he didn't get like dirt that much where he was stationed, where I found him. All kind of desert. Ever since he found like, dirt and holes and shit. It's his favorite. ZDT will be in jail until it's possible. It'll be fascinating. And the arraignment I think I need to go to the arraignment, quite frankly. So I'll be there. The arraignment will be very interesting. I don't know, put a 1 if you think it's necessary, or put a 2 in the chat if you think, well, Streets is going to go. So you'll get the same information. He's pretty accurate with information too. So put a 1 or 2 in the chat, depending on your opinion. And I'll look out for my cigarettes. 1, please go. Okay. All right, cool. 1. All right. 999. He'll be out by Monday. He could be. I don't know how serious stuff is. If he gets bail, if he doesn't, then he won't. Right? A misdemeanor, sometimes he'll just let you out. And you pay a fine later. You are better than Streets, says Deborah. Thank you. Well, Streets is pretty good, but I could condense things pretty effectively. So that always helps. Yeah, I'll go. Bright and early. I wonder if I need to show up exactly 8:30 in the morning, or if I could show up at 9:30. Chill out a little bit. Hard to say. I might take it. Should I take a swim? That's a little gross in there. He's liking it. Wasn't a Fed crime though. What did he get arrested for? What did he get arrested for? Well, there's nothing federal. He's looking at felony charges though. He got arrested for violating his RO. Dodge's updates are superior. Thank you, Jay Chucky. Pretty sure you'll do jail time. Yeah. Let's definitely take a swim. All right. Dodge, they're talking about shit about you in DDT's chat. Hilarious. I'd love to check that out. What are they saying? Nothing new, I'm sure. I saw that Tom Sawyer. That was kind of cute. But he did a little Tom Sawyer, like superposing my face with Tom Sawyer. Dodge, you should go over the warrant. Yeah, I will. He's bathing now. How clean is that? Exactly. He's always kind of bathing. You should definitely take a swim, yeah. Streets is a vegan, but you're the ginger nuck. I don't know what that means. Huh? I like to eat meat. I'm not a vegan myself. I didn't know Streets was. That's cool, I guess. If you can go, that would be great, but I'm sure Streets will be there, although I don't trust his reporting. 100% says Eddie, you're more neutral and fair. I appreciate that. Yeah, and Streets doesn't claim to be not neutral, right? But I'm sure and I'm not neutral either. I don't like ZDT. I'm not rooting for ZDT. I'm rooting for the people against ZDT. I'll openly say that. At the same time, I'm not going to slant any information to my side. And my analysis of who of what looks promising and what looks like it's getting traction and what side is doing better than the other side, I'll be pretty honest about that. CDT has multiple charges for cruelty for minor, yes. Brock Scott from, Youngstown, Ohio. You're cooked? What? I guess it's don't dox anybody. Well, Big Dog kind of doxed himself. Hi, Dodge. Are you reporting any fake news or real news today, says the Big Dog, or a.k.a. Big Daddy Wang. Never gets to use that Wang, though. That's the problem. He's tried. He tried with Cat Ocean. Didn't work that well. A for effort. 26 charges, says Margie. Yes. I know. Yes, it is. He has. It is. He has. Who is? Why is? What is? Why are? What am? Dog's just walking. I hate that because now the dog's just like walking in freaking circles. Oh well. What are you gonna do? Stop saying false things about me. You have been notified about that. Okay, if you say so. I don't think they're false, but all right. Adrian said, Anna, sadly, they're misdemeanors and this is a felony. Yes, but I don't think the felony's been processed. I think it's been recommended to the DA that the DA charge him with the felony. I don't think he's been charged with that. Hard to say. CDT has got it going on now, exactly. All bark, no bite, Big Dog. Just like this one. All bark, no bite. We will see, Dodge. I will sue every one of you. All right. Please do. That'll be hilarious. I'd love that. I'm not, and if I get, like, if ZDT gets an RO, I won't raise legal funds at all. I don't think I'll need a lawyer. If I did, I think my parents would help. My parents wouldn't help me because they'd be like, this shit's stupid, because the worst that happens is you get an RO, so they wouldn't help me. But I don't think I would need help on it. Doc looking for tunnels, always. That's why I'm talking to LAPD right now, losers, okay? Good luck with that. Cool story, bro. Johnny Bravo says, with what money you only have 75 to your name and live in your mom's basement? So I've heard. I don't know if that's true. This is how dumb you people are, says the Big Dog. LAPD are watching. Yeah, they're watching Reddit. Yeah, they are watching you creep on women and arguably harassing them. But hey, keep trying. You might get it someday. Big Dog. I heard he doxed himself. Yeah, but don't dox anybody. Don't mention his real name. Although we all know. Any word on DOA's 16 charges? I think he has a case in March, right? So I will be there. I can't remember. I can't remember when in March, but I think towards the end of March. And we'll see. We'll see if he's going to fight it. If he's not, he hasn't raised money yet, so he's not. I don't think he will until he decides if he wants to fight this or not. I think he should fight it. No reason not to, but. Why are you allowing doxing here, Dodge? I'm not. Don't dox him. Are they calling you Brock Turner? Good luck. Karma is coming. Remember I told you guys that months ago, says the Big Dog. Okay. Dodge, you are cooked from allowing doxing. Sorry, Brock Turner. He's Brock Turner. Right? That's a murderer. That would make sense. That's not his actual name. I'm trying. Brock Turner's that famous guy who murdered people, right? Unless I actually said his name. Whoops. Oh well. If I did say Livy. Big Dog is jealous of the. No, Brock Turner essayed somebody. Yeah, cool. That's what I'm calling him. And then he's somebody else, but I'm not saying his actual name because I forgot what it was. Name is not doxing. No, my dog name. He is not doxing. This is true. Dodge, you have such a scary people in your chat. I really do. Dox me. Hey, cool, Graham. Yeah, turn some people on. They're like, dox me, baby. Dox me hard. I'm doxed. Yeah, other people doxed him a while ago. He has, like, Big Dog, haven't you kind of harassed people? And, like, been really creepy. So, you know. Kind of a Louis Repetto wannabe. YouTube channel allows hate crimes and doxing, says the Big Dog. That's true. Hate crimes against big white people. White Walmart people. There's a lot of hate crimes. I think they're the biggest victim in all of this. You know, like that's the thing. ZDT is a victim. Big Dog is a victim. ZDT is frail and feared for his life, and is disabled. Probably like Big Dog, because I think he uses the scooter probably to get around. Just like ZDT in a different way. Both of them are in the scooter club. Bob Cox, well put. Did somebody call YouTube? Call the YouTubes. Don't dox Rock Turner though. None of my. If you do dox him, I will check. I will block you. Don't actually say his real name. Even if he dox himself, I'll block you if you dox him. How much money do these trolls send to support you? Tank sends me money, but not Big Dog. I don't think Big Dog sent me shit. I don't think he sent me anything. So you got to buy in. If you want security here, if you don't want to get blocked, you have to buy in. Pay to play. Johnny has 100 times here, Jack. I don't know what any of that means. Hey, Hero Like Cody, nice to have you. Thanks for the shout out with your last video. We're eagerly waiting on your setup. One criticism I have is I don't know why you made Sister Bright Zoe like 20 years younger. She was hot before. I don't know why you made Sister Bright Zoe like 20 years younger. She was like a silver stone cold fox. Like ultimate MILF, and then you like made her 20 years younger. So if you could just change that would be, I'm kidding. But thanks for the good work. What if I super chat Big Dog's name? I guess you could do, no. Well, for over $100. I didn't mean to. That's okay. You're like, I'm being silly. We both regressed. You guys did. She lost all her gray hair. I thought the gray hair was sexy. But each their own. One. I don't know. As they're talking shit about me on CDT's chat. Hard to say. I don't give criminals money. Okay. I'm not. Am I a criminal? I'm a weed criminal. That's true. Point taken. Weren't those terriers calling people snowflakes before? That's true. I'm washing dishes. What up, Bob? I missed it. I don't know what anybody's saying. You're out in the wild. Can anyone find you if they play enough geoguessers? Yeah, right? I'm hard to pinpoint. You don't know where the hell I'll be. I'm always moving. Unlike ZDT, he should have been always moving. That would have been a wiser plan of action. But he is who he is. His style audit, we need to evaluate Tony's outside in jail. Yeah. Where are ZDT's rich friends he's bragged about? I don't know, that's a good question. You think it's funny? I think all of this is quite absurd, Big Dog. Sir, you are quite absurd. Dodge, late to your live, multitasking too much, says Donna Davey. Baking, nice. Listen to local news. There's an earthquake felt here in Vancouver that was centered near Sechelt, BC. Sechelt? I've never heard of Sechelt. Been to many places in BC, but never heard of Sechelt or Sechelt. Cool. Hope you're enjoying the local news. What was I going to say about Canada? Oh, I wonder if you could attend the nomination. You could just walk into Parliament and watch the proceedings, right? Probably most of you don't care, but put a 1 in the chat if you'd want me to go to Ottawa and watch the Liberal Party nomination battle play out. That might be kind of fun. I don't think that'll be fun for most people, though, to be honest. Yes, Dreamscape says yes. Cool. I think Marissa has a crush on you. Thanks. I don't know who Marissa is. Oh, Sigmund? Fuck yeah. She's hot. I want to connect with her. I felt bad. I said I was going to go to Phoenix, and then I ended up not going to Phoenix, and then I was going to stop by Phoenix again. But I decided to drive to LA because I was only in Phoenix for one night. But when I'm back in Phoenix, would be good to connect with Marissa. Haggis Hater. Cool. Thank you, Haggis Hater. Gave me a 1. All right, we got 1. Nomination much. Really? Dreamscape, the nomination. How did they just kick out Freeland that quickly? That doesn't make any sense. He's way more famous than this banking guy. You guys need to push. You Canadians need to not accept what your party leaders tell you to. Jesus Christ, you're just going to let this random, Illuminati banker be the nominee? You're going to lose. Have fun. It should be Freeland because everybody knows who the hell she is. She's kind of famous. If Carney wins, the Liberals lose. Sorry, end of story. So strange, honestly, Tink in the chat. Yeah, huh? Why is Freeland not popular here, Dreamscape? Why would she not be? I think people kind of see her as a badass for going against Trudeau. Trudeau. Please say my name. Ari Raider buys subs. There you go. I don't think that's true, but I did say your name. Hey, Danny. Nice to have you. How are you doing? Pierre is... I think he is. How do you say his name? Poilievre? Did I say that right? Poilievre? Big dog equals big idiot. That's not true, Dodge. Carney is respected by both parties. We shall see. I think the NDP is more respected than the Liberals now. I think, honestly, it's between Pierre and Jagmeet Singh. Watch the Liberals sink. The Liberals are going to sink. They're no longer going to be the first or even second place party. I think they're going to enter. They're going to be in third place. Dodge is a legend. Thank you. Tink is not doing well. I think Singh could still be a good candidate. Maybe they want change, though. Singh's been around, what, this is the third election Singh is running in? And Singh did worse than Mulcair. Remember Mulcair? We're not going to get too much esoterically inside baseball about this. But, like, Thomas Mulcair did better than Singh, and he was a lot less... Canadians be racist, man. Poilievre. NDP default. Singh is absolutely awful. Singh is just a bad Trudeau. I'm a little more liberal, so I like Singh, but, you know, people are more conservative. Speaking of Dodge, why the fuck is the Hemi discontinued? I'm sorry to hear that. The Dodge Ram, that's a damn good nickname if you ask me. I like that. Big dog crying is frozen pizza. He's gonna eat the whole thing, that's a problem. Yeah, so it makes me wonder if Tink claims that she, he, they, Y, I is Z is a woman. That's what Tink said. But, you know, so did Jessica Palmadessa, racist. Big black woman, right? She constantly would talk about her black husband, and then apparently it might be Big Dog. So, who knows? To Big Dog leave, we miss him. Dodge, remember, last was the last election. Well, yeah, Mulcair was a long time ago. That must have been, I can't even tell you. 2015? 2015. And then Singh has been the nominee in 2019, 2021, and now in 2025. I voted today in our provincial election. Who do you go for, Dreamscape? I assume you voted Liberal. The Liberals only have, like, Liberals keep, like, if Liberals don't have anywhere outside of Ontario anymore. It's like, how are they still in power? JPR was a dog. Okay. CC makes sense. Got many alts and no real friends. Sure. Canadians are mostly deceased from First Nation if anyone have the right to be racist. Proportionally, there are more First Nation Canadians than there are native people in the United States. Oh. And he's off. Squirrel action. There's a lot of squirrels here. I guess there's like a small amount of gophers and a lot more or chipmunks, I suppose. You sent it, sorry. I would have voted NDP, but the last time NDP was in government in Ontario, they really screwed things up. I never knew they were ever in government in Ontario. It must have been a long time ago. Wow, okay. I'm still here recording all this for the FBI. Wouldn't that be fun to give the FBI, like, all this recording, and it's just like 20 minutes about the Canadian election? The FBI is just listening, and they're like, how long do I have to listen to Jagmeet Singh for? Can we fast forward this? And it's just like, that's all it is. Good luck. I'm still Pink Tink. So yeah, I don't know, put a 1 if you think Tink is descended from ZDT. I don't think so, but maybe. Maybe. Liberals were dead till Trump trumped Canada. Totally agree with you on Carney, but people want a new face. Fair. I think they will surprise us. They might. I agree. The Liberals were dead until now. It's like, now the Trump is less popular, and therefore by default conservatives are less popular because there's like a direct combat. It's like national pride, you know. Pardon me. Tink has a dirty diaper. Entirely possible. Dog told me to call you a legend. Aw, Dog looks out for you too. Thank you. I appreciate that. I hope he thinks I'm a legend. I'd be a legend my time if they made gold statuettes for tears and regrets. I'd be a legend in my time. Dedicate that to ZDT. Dodge, I'm tired of these grifters, says Jay. Well, I don't know. Are there as many grifters as you believe there to be? And I say that merely because people said there's grifting on, the Josiah situation is grifting. He got his charges dropped. People said Danny was grifting. He won his case. People said Henry was grifting. He won his case. So, show me the money. The money has been shown. I know people personally. He's an opius. PP personally, he's an opius little creep, just like CDT. Wouldn't it be funny if I know all this stuff you criminals are doing? You might. I don't know. Let me know. That'll be cool. Who is Barry Bader? Ruth Bader Ginsburg? I don't know. Wouldn't it be funny if the LA sheriffs were talking to me for many months? Yeah, probably about harassment stuff. Like, bro, we don't want to arrest you, but I feel like we have to. Whoops, awkward. Brocky boy is okay. No doxing unless we're talking about Brock Turner. He's up, ain't he? He woke up. I was the big dog for summer when I was like 9, then I grew up. Word, right? We should all grow up. Jesus says, yeah, people lying Trump was the best thing ever could happen for Canada. Yep, he'll never be in power. It's a lot less likely now, Dreamscape. And he got close because, like, O'Toole won the popular vote against, and Scheer did too. O'Toole in 2021 and Andrew Scheer in 2019. Both of them got more votes than Trudeau. But just like the electoral system that we have in the U.S., they did not win enough ridings. So it's ironic. Aaron O'Toole and Andrew Scheer, the conservative nominees, are the Hillary Clintons of Canada. So never say never, though. That's why it's funny. Everybody thinks Canada's very hard left. It's not really. More people voted for a conservative than voted for liberal. The argument for that is a fair amount voted for NTP, but then the argument for that is a lot of people also voted for Bloc Québécois. So take from that what you will. Dodge, I saw a video about a protester grifting an engagement ring. If you're talking about Danny, I'm going to his wedding, so sounds like the engagement ring is real. You could think that's frivolous. It's not grifting. You think that's frivolous and not give them money, but grifting would imply lying or being dishonest. If you think you don't want to help out with the ring, you don't have to. I ain't, but it doesn't mean it's grifting. No, I don't think it's Danny. Okay. Hey, Danny. Speaking of which, our Conservative Party used to be what your Democratic Party is. Yeah, in some ways, the cons have now moved to the right. Yeah, way far to the right. They have. Such is the general feeling. I donate to ZDT for the low. That's a valid reason, dog. If you find ZDT funny, that is your right. I think you should donate the entire bail. You might not have to. You might not be able to go to Walmart for about a month, but I think it's worth it. You might have to get a new scooter. You might not be able to get that new scooter because I know the previous one probably broke while you're sitting on it. So you might have to wait to get a new scooter, but I think you should do it. Loopy says, Danny is not grifting for an engagement ring, it's selfless self. Oh, well, is he asking people for money for an engagement ring? Because that's kosher. I will say the same thing I just said. You could choose to donate it or not. Who am I to judge? Well, I'm here. Let's grift for Dodge. He has a GoFundMe. Thank you. Yeah, grift for me. I ain't ever getting engaged, so grift for. What do I grift for? I don't know. More food. Dodge 1990 Ontario Liberals had the majority. Like Ford now, they called an early election loss. NDP won and was a disaster. Interesting. I don't know, huh? Yeah, Ford, it's weird how Ford got in there. The brother, his fun fact guy, the equivalent governor of Ontario, which is like the governor was called a premier, is Doug Ford, who is the brother of Rob Ford, who was the crack-smoking mayor of Toronto. Gotta love the crazy Canadians. CDT chat have been deleting Brock's comments and calling him weird. Dodge, is that ZD? No, it's not. It's the scam baby mama. That's who it is. Who's calling me? Dodge, who the fuck you? Just telling you who called. It's the fake baby mama who says now she wants me to pay like $400 for her child's, which is, I'm positive, not my child. $400 for her child's second birthday. I'm gonna stop. I just block her all the time. Doug Fort, stop sending your money. Word. Give her my number. Anybody know Spanish? Want to talk to her? That would be fun. Just have people flood her. No, I'm not gonna do that. Her name is Fernanda Arona, though, and she's from Torreon. I will say that. Who cares? She's over 21. Kenny, when someone mentions a city, do not feel threatened. You aren't worth it, LMAO. That's una secta. That's verdad. Common sense prevails. It should. CT is pregnant. Wow. That's news to me. Congratulations. We should all be so lucky. And I'll be so proud. He looks kind of pregnant. Damn, what if it's yours, though? That's why on rare occasion I still give her money, just in case. But I'm positive it's not, because she rejected a DNA test twice and sent me a fake picture of the kid, where she gave me a fake photo of a kid who looks like me, but it wasn't her kid. And then I found the real picture, and the kid had dark black hair and thick black eyebrows. And the girl is like slightly darker than me, but barely. She's pale. And this girl is like she has the same skin tone as Luis Guzman. You know, it's like she looks like Luis Guzman. And like, I don't understand how like somebody with brown hair and pale skin and somebody with red hair and even paler skin could have a child that looks like Luis Guzman. Riddle me that. The baby is blonde fur. A dog is blaming on you, right? Lots of crack in Slidell. I've been to Slidell. Slidell is one of the rare times I've had a gun pulled on me. Because the dog was like barking at this guy that he pulled out a gun. I'm like, this is a fucking redneck piece of shit. It's right on the interstate. It's right above New Orleans. So it's a place that I stopped with the dog. I ain't going back there. Your kid looks like Opie, right? For sure. Who would have won in a fight, Crackhead Kitty or Danny? Danny, I think. If you're on drugs, it's going to be hard to fight. I don't know what my dog is doing. Shots fired. My 16-year-old daughter is very conservative, says AB. Cool. Well, good. Look what happens when you're not. I need new shoes. Anyone up to pay for them? Pay for mine first. Dodge, I'm pregnant and I'm keeping it. Well, then you're on your own. She's playing you, Dodge. Don't send her. Thank you, ETLA. You know, people talk shit about you, but you give me good advice. And I know you have my back, brother. So I'm on your side, ETLA. A lot of people hate you. Why are you assuming Kenny is on drugs? Kind of racist, no? How is that racist if somebody's on drugs? That's anti-racist. I'm assuming they're assuming an Asian is on drugs. That's breaking stereotypes. Usually Asians are not on drugs. So you're actually, what you're doing is you're advocating for inclusion and for lack of assumptions. It's the complete opposite of racist. Assuming someone is on drugs isn't racist, no. ETLA is one of the Big Dog sock accounts. Wow, all right. Well, Big Dog seems very manic today. I don't think that's true. I think ET shows up at the same time Big Dog has in the past. Ooh, Jen Wow is here and didn't announce her arrival. Jen Wow is welcome. People are accusing somebody else of being... Jen Leon is not Jay Wow. Who is Jay Wow? Why do we have the person from the Jersey Shore like in this whole story? Is that what she's up to? After the 10th season of the Jersey Shore spinoff? Like, all right, first she got an abortion. She probably had to get like 5 abortions, and now she's on the streams. What is everybody's obsession with Danny? That's a great question. Kenny smokes weed when it's not crack. Okay. Jen Leon is Jen Wow. I don't think she is. I have one account each. Fool, says Big Dog. Yeah. Gentle Leon, you're local. Oh, speak of the devil. Hey, Gentle Leon. Gentle Leon is not JWoww. Gen Wow, whatever. Yeah, Dodge, because I ain't no DOA simp. People got issues. You don't have to be a simp. I feel you. Big Dog was a stuntman from Marshmallow Guys and Ghostbusters. Dodge, who's on drugs? Oh, hey, Crackhead Getty. I'm just saying you're shattering stereotypes. I mean, I assume you're on drugs. You call yourself a crackhead, so... It kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Dodge, who's on drugs? Apparently you. because your name is crackhead. You call yourself crackhead. Maybe you're not. Maybe it's just a name. I'm kidding. I know you're not on drugs. But other people say you are. I mean, you're on some drugs. I smoke weed too. You don't have proof of what? Well, I mean to see the profit margins of crack sales. That's true. I haven't seen them in a tent yet. To be fair, I've yet to see crackhead Ketty in the meth smoking tent, so hard to say. Everything is drugs. It's always drugs. Why does everybody hate drugs, man? What's wrong with crack, huh? What's wrong with any of it? Shit. Who are you to judge? What's wrong with Fetty? Just because I like it 27 times a week, all of a sudden it's shameful? You know, I feel kind of singled out. Johnny Bravo's mom smoked crack. Damn, E.T. That's not nice. Mama Elf self-censored, but the drug spelt C, loophole. Sure. Everything is drug. Todos drogas. This is pure chaos. We're not talking about anything. We're just talking about drugs. But I think that's an important statement to make, that all drugs are great and should be encouraged in our schools. Why is everyone so... People are really cranky today, aren't they? Well, some, their little boyfriend's EDT is away from them, their dad. It's hard when your dad goes to jail, Danny, you're a wankster, bro. Go sit down. Huh? Okay. Danny, why are you... What? Crackhead Kenny, I didn't know you had a beef with Danny. What happened? Be nice. Ruby, keep dreaming. Be nice in this chat, and it ain't gonna happen. This is a chat where people go to destroy each other's souls. How's your puppy today, Dodge? Thank you for asking, E.T. LA. He's doing good. He's been here forever, man. We've been talking for an hour, and he keeps running in a circle, but he's getting good exercise. You allow it, Dodge. I allow what? Drugs? All the time. If you were smart, you would not block people from doxing. Huh? If you were smart, you would block people from doxing. Well, I guess I ain't that smart. I ain't responsible for any of this. None of it. Especially if they already know who you are. Like, come on, dude. He's a cutie. Thank you. Gang, I love mushrooms on a good ribeye steak, especially if they've been sauteed in garlic and butter. That sounds good. Yes, you are. This is your chat. I ain't saying it, though. I told people not to dox. I told them I have my rule. You just, the thing is, you just don't get violated for violating my rule. But that's my rule. You're not allowed to dox, and I will. If you dox too... No, I don't think nobody said your real name. Maybe once they did. How about that? If they say your real name once, I'll dox them. But if they call you Brock Turner, I don't, that's not your name. So, just call them that. I'm not bullying Danny. Okay. Who said you were? Do you get the 20? Yes, thank you, Debbie. Very sweet. You give me a few donations. I appreciate that. Thank you, Debbie. I did get the Cash App. Nobody in this chat is any better than Danny. I guarantee you that. Word. Danny's probably the furthest from a drifter than anybody. Grifter. I'm the drifter. I think you mean grifter, but I know you're saying Granny. Hi, Granny. Dreamscape, if no one simp, not DOA, not ZDT, but you're all in here bullying Danny under DOA's orders. I don't think DOA ordered anybody to bully Danny. That's the thing, too. It's not like DOA is ordering like an attack on Danny. DOA just is starting beef with him for no reason. That doesn't mean he's giving directives on people to attack him. I was joking, I figured. Doggo's digging up a body. He is. He's like Garth Brooks, man. Where are the bodies? We got a regular Garth Brooks over here. Saying a name is not doxing. Ain't that the truth? And yeah, a name is not doxing. An address is. A location is. Arguably a picture. But a name is not actually doxing. Robin says, hi, I sent you an email. I hope you get this. Please get back. Robin, I'll check it soon. I promise. But I'm still streaming. Danny goes in the streets chat bullying DOA. I suppose that's okay, says Dreamscape. Huh? Well, if Danny was being critical of DOA started it. So, I don't know what to tell you. Dodge, even ZDT mods deletes big comments. He wills them out. Well, welcome to the jungle. Welcome to the jungle! We got someone doxed! I say ignore all the beefs. Yeah, well, we're not talking about... This is completely devolved. We had a nice conversation in the beginning. Wherever JB is, they work for Scott William Crime Ring. By the way, Dodge, Dio's not happy you interviewed. Okay, DOA's not happy. Okay. Why do I give a shit? DOA is not happy. DOA is not oh no. I got to start cutting myself immediately. I think I need a grift. I think I need to be like, guys, I'm devastated. I'm traumatized. I need therapy. DOA, Father DOA is something. You think I give a fuck? Okay. You know, DOA does a lot of good work. I appreciate that. And if he doesn't like me interviewing him, that's his problem. Not mine. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Mama Elf, the way you're all crying about what Chatter says. Yeah. This so again, it's just like my boss, man. Like when I had that awful news job, she's like, I've been getting reports that you've been smoking too many cigarettes. They are not happy with you. The assistant news director is not happy with you. I think I give a fuck. Now I ain't getting paid. That chick is paying me. You ain't paying me shit. DOA hasn't given me goddamn quarter. Here's a quarter, call somebody who cares. Submitting a false police report is a criminal offense, says Big Dog. Depending on state law, it can result in a misdemeanor or felony charges. Misleading police officers by making a false arrest report. Sure. That's probably ZDT when he's perhaps guilty of the swattings. You make a salient point. Thank you, Big Dog. Money says Dodge isn't a protester, so he doesn't have to go by the weird protesters rules. Even if you're not, well, thank you. First off, Bunny, but even if you're not, you can go whatever fucking rules you want. Shit. Parasocial manipulation. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth, Bob Cox? He's foaming at the mouth. Run, yeah. I'll stay where I'm damn well pleased to stay. Shit. Yeah, guys, I could interview whoever, however I want. You know, they both, Streets and DOA, have some sort of issue, both of them, with me speaking to CDT. That's on them. I don't care. Like, I explained, you know, then that's on them. Doesn't mean I dislike them, or doesn't mean I don't appreciate their work. I just don't care if they have this stuff. Not that, like, Streets made a more salient point, which I addressed it. I said, I get, you know, he got the perspective too, I got the perspective, so people keep trying to start shit. Crackhead, Kenny really's a crackhead. That's okay. So is Whitney Houston. She's a great singer. So is Bobby Brown. Okay? So is Aaron Carter. Come on. Is that like a bad thing? Jesus Christ. I'm probably not supposed to talk about Bob, but I do. Well, you can talk about what you want. This chat is awesome. I think it's awesome. It's like a swamp. Yeah. We need David B to mod it. Have these creatures here long term. Well, they could have a career here. Shit, I don't care. Coconuts is a pedo for sure. I have no evidence of that, but duly noted. Duly noted. So you can't walk in gum and chew either? What? I chew on crack. That's what I chew on. I get it in, like, there's like new Starburst crack form. It's white. It's really good. It tastes like crack. It feels like crack. I really just like ZDT, says Danny. Don't we all? Well, most of us in here. Not everybody in this chat does, I suppose. Some masturbate and pleasure themselves to his image and his gangly, disgusting hair. Elizabeth says, we all have the right to choose whose chat we're in. For the record, I've never been in ZDT's chat. For those who think I have, can clean DOA shit bucket with their mouth. Nice. All right, Elizabeth. She has made herself heard. Gnome Fix Dodge, have you ever noticed that you choose your friends and your enemies choose you? Ain't that the truth? Well, don't let them choose. I don't care. Wild Coconuts Eye and my condolences not cleaning up. Yeah, where has Sheep Show been, says Here Like Cody. I thought he was a witness in the case. You do Dodge? Damn. Crack? Yeah, all the time. Rotting Jules is still very upset with Crackhead because he's on a panel. What happened to Ryan? Did she die? Is she alive? What happened to that whole thing with Jack Parsons? And I think they just killed it. Do they all just like, do they self-detonate that entire Reddit and then like kill themselves? Was this like a jihad? Was this a jihad the whole time? I think this was a Jack Parsons jihad. We all fell for it. I'm not going to read anybody's towns. Making false statements is common name for United States process crime laid out in Section 100. Okay, who's made false statements? Fine. Thanks. Thanks, Google. Appreciate it. Danny's not authorized to be in this country. Oh, Polly, that'll might block you for. Yes, he is. Again, Dr. Phil would have gotten him already. Like, Danny Filleta, you need to go. Gen Wow was a bad mod. Okay. Great. Thanks. Polly, when was the last time you were in scuba? I don't know what that means. Big Dog. A number of notable people have been convicted under the section, including Martha Stewart, Rod Blagojevich, Scooter Libby, Bernie Madoff, Michael Cohen, Jeffrey Skilling, and Zero Dark Tony. Kidding. But he might be. Who made false statements? Tell me which are false. Do you guys know that 86 GOP likes scuba diving? I did not know that. Is that a sexual expression for something, or does he like to scuba dive? That's cool. That's a nice hobby. You never invited me scuba diving. You never invited any streamer scuba diving. You think if you really cared, he'd invite like a streamer on his yacht. You know what is a bummer? How come the 86 GOP never tried to be like at least a sugar daddy to one streamer? Like just one. I mean, Jessica Palmadessa did the whole "will you be my sugar daddy" thing. That guy really didn't put in much effort. He didn't really get much bang for his buck, did he? Oh, poor 86 GOP. All this money, he didn't even get laid. Glad you're enjoying it, Danny. Welcome to YouTube, where you can make up any name and you live in any city. Yes, literally, if a different name be far from that location. Jessica sounds like a man. That's true. That's not true. Well, it's not true. She sounds like Joycey. Jessica Palmadessa for Joycey. Jedikari gonna bail Toady out. Deffer Grifter. What is Danny ETA getting? I think he has one. I think his card is green and your nose is brown for ZDT. I'm not going to read your comment literally. Dr. Phil thinks Trump is the best thing since popcorn. That he does. After he's saying it's not political. Street Smith Levin and Baby Girl. Yeah, an interesting combo. But, you know, Jessica, I like Jessica. She does a lot of good work. It's funny, she didn't know what harmonious was. It's like maybe the movement become harmonious. She's like, what's harmonious? But she's cool. Danny, do you have a pet cemetery in your back? Oh, that's fucked up. Polly. Brock is a swatter. Okay. I've heard that, but there's no proof that he's been a swatter, right? Jessica doesn't know what anywhere has to mean, but maybe not inaccurate. Will you ever get in the car? Dude, who did you swat today? Dude, are you the swatter? Dude, hey, are you Big Dog? Hey, are you Big Daddy? Dude, are you Big Daddy Wayne? Fuck. GDT is a swatter. He may very well be, he may not be. Thank you, Q-Pop. I appreciate that, Ruby. I'm Big Daddy Wayne. OMG, dense or what? No wonder with a voice like that, says somebody. Hey, Jens Leon is not a chomo. Don't call anybody chomo, Johnny Bravo. That's bad. That's a little too specific, Amber. Bye-bye. Sorry. 5-minute timeout. That's a location. Dog tired from digging up bodies. Yeah, right? He is. He's a grave digger. He's going to be like Dennis Rodman with those bodies. You know, Dennis Rodman is a big fan of necrophilia. Fun fact. That's a little more moral. Kenny, you're watching SVG last night and see that swatting. Cute puppy, thank you, T. I'm so happy ZDT is going behind bars for the entire weekend, crying like a little girl. Yeah, I wonder how he is. Wish him well. haters, I got another kitten. How many pets do you have now, Danny? You don't need to get a whole zoo here, but whatever you choose. I think I should get a pet alligator. That's badass. Falcon. Fox. You can get foxes. That would be cool. Where are you going? Do I have to go up? Or no, you're meeting me. All right, good. Thank you. We're going to go in the car. I need to eat, man. I haven't eaten yet. I was going to try to get some oxtail, man. Jeez. I was going to get some Cuban food. Go to a Cuban restaurant today. You get oxtail and a Cubano. But I wonder, is Cuban food good in LA? I feel like there aren't enough Cubans. Maybe there's some. Are there any Cubans in LA? All right, guys, let me know if Cuban food is good in LA or not. I'm not technically in LA. Well, I am. I'm like in El Monte. Something like that. Here, El Monte. Get educated, says Big Dog. Crazy Love went live last night. Only one person was in her channel. Well, they don't know what her new channel is, right? She came and went. One-hit wonder. Well, it's not her fault. She just doesn't, you know. How do you start from scratch like that? That's hard. But she needs her camera. Danny says, Julie, are you the one feeding them or taking care of them? If you don't worry about other people do. Thank you. Word. Danny should not be allowed to have pets. I think he should, E.T. All Danny knows is literally technically he needs to go back to school and he's mad. His vocab is fine. His vocab was good enough to win a fucking court case, bitch. Grant Code. Hey, Danny. Oh, gee, I'm not going to read that. Says the dude on the computer. Dodge, why did MD Media delete his video where he said he supports DOA? I don't know. Maybe he no longer supports DOA. No issue. It's fine with me. Will he ever? I'm surprised the dog is going this strong. His energy is very good for 78 degrees and pure sun. He's headed. You've been good today, boy. Michelle in the chat, a fantastic weekend. Debbie, thank you, and Debbie, thank you for your financial support. It means the world. I appreciate it. So you have a wonderful weekend for me. Thanks for being a consistent supporter of mine. In addition to donations, thank you for just being there. Ask Aaron. He likes Cuban cigars that cost less than $5. I don't know. You can get them that cheap. Dodge, do you watch Eric Rader's last videos? He called out the bad actors. Some of it, yeah, it was interesting. He's a good communicator. Can you remind me of what is his most recent one? I've watched a few of them. No, I don't think I have watched his. I watched Selfless's comments on Eric Rader. I haven't watched it by Eric Rader. So if you want to tell me what stream that is, that'd be interesting to watch. I'm a big fan of Selfless, but sadly, I also like Eric. Guys, I'll be glitching for Dodge now. Thank you, Danny. Everyone, please donate to Dodge's GoFundMe. Please do. Are you still in LA? Yes. For the moment, we're in LA, but we're going to San Diego. Tao wasn't wrong about Danny and Leo. What did Tao say about Danny and Leo? Yeah, guys, Super Chat's been low today. How dare you? This is like although I raised a lot of money, it's pretty nice. Yesterday, I think I raised $600 altogether. So I won't be making much of I only really make a push to tangibly pay for the motel rooms that I spend and the gas and the parking. It's not really a profit. It's just if you want to make up for lodging for that day. But as always, I'll push when I go physically to court. But you could always give me money in the interim, and I'll accept it, like the whore that I am. Danny, why do you just come back? Come on. Does anyone check to see a Tony scooter till the courthouse or the Uber? Good question. You seem to be walking. You want to come? Hey, come. Hey, come on. Come on. Turn the AC on for you. Cigarettes are gone, man. Shit. Well, first I need to get more cigarettes. Yeah, guys, you want to give me money for the money I just lost on my cigarettes? Cool. Hey, come on, come on, come on, come on. Hey, come on, come on, come on. Can you come, please? Hey, can you come? Good boy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cool. Everyone donates to Dodge. It goes illegally, yeah. Guys, I gotta go to the gas station. Give me a minute. Alright, we are live, but not for very long. Alright, we are live, but not for very long. We'll probably have one. We'll probably only have time for one song. Only 5 minutes. Ray Sinatra. Of your charms. All week long I went about our Saturday date. Don't you know that Monday morning you can sleep late? If you're not in jail, give me 5 minutes more. Only 5 minutes more. It's great Frank Sinatra. Let me stay in your arms. Jen DeLeon is not Jen Wow, guys. Stop with the accusations. Not allowed! Week long I've been about our Saturday date. Don't you know that Sunday morning you can sleep late? Give me 5 minutes more. Only 5 minutes more. Let me stay. Let me stay in your arms. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, Jen. That's very sweet. I would have defended you even without the super chats.
Sirius XM.
That's very sweet. I'll take it. I'll sure as shit take it. Yeah, she's not. I think there's no tangible proof. I've looked into it. Like, people call a bunch of random people all this and that, but I don't see it. I've seen them at the same time in my chat. That's why I say that. You beautiful Angelo.
Don't know what you began. To put it plainly, I'm tired of sticking to that Pan-American plan.
No, I would have defended Jen early on. Doesn't change a thing. Okay. Your samba, your rumba,
I can't keep shaking my rumble,
Oh, this place doesn't have cigarette. God damn it!
in their middle.
Why do none of these fucking places sit? Fuck! Fuck do I get cigarettes here? Fuck! Give me a minute. Alright. Rumba, rumba, rumba,
Why can't you send us?
and send you us number,
It's getting so now. Let me get slumped
number,
I hear the rockin' of maracas and the knockin' of
Dude, you're all are one trick. Do you have anything intelligent to say, or you just shit on Danny? Gets a little repetitive, eh?
I know there's danger really lurking in my rear end needs some working at this church.
Alright. America, take it away. Quick stop, thank you. Elvis. Return to sender and dress unknown. No such number, no such zone. This time I'm gonna take it myself and put it right in her hands. She comes back the very next day, then I'll understand. Return to sender, dress unknown. No such perma, no such zone. Return to sender, and dress to sender. Whoops.
Today we're going to be going over all of the best pet names to give a girl that she's really going to love and how to choose them and all of that. So let's see what options we have here.
Guys, stay. Be right back. Leave they stay on for you.
Jelly bean, babes, dumpling, cutie.
That is something I swear to you, boy.
Me more, sweetie, my heart, sexy, doll, daisy, sweet thing, treasure, pumpkin, angel, sweet pea,
What the fuck is this?
buttercup, baby cakes.
Sugar pie, honey bunch. You know that I love you. Can't help myself. Love you and nobody else. And I'm alive, man, and I'm alive. And you go. Oh, thank you, Danny, for the gift. $2, cool. What do you want for your wedding, by the way? 1,000 times. Alright guys, I gotta take it. Well, yeah, I can take it out. Bye bye. But if you want, put a 1 if you want to do a road trip thing in about an hour and a half. We can listen to more music and road trip. So put a 1 in the chat if you would like that. One, cool. Alright. I'll see you probably guys in an hour. Bye bye. Love you all.